The Maverick's launch 2 years ago was spectacular, but right now the industry is bracing for intense competition in the compact pickup market as every manufacturer is scrambling to introduce their own brands for the segment. And Jeep is the latest to join a growing list of automobile aspirants for this lucrative and hot segment with a $25K Ford Maverick Challenger. Jeep Comanche. Following in Ford's footsteps, Jeep too wants to revive an iconic brand. The Jeep Comanche was a single-cab compact pickup truck that the company started producing in 1985, even before its historic acquisition by Chrysler. The truck took inspiration from Jeep's popular SUV XJ Cherokee. However, the compact pickup had an interesting combination of a body-on-frame design behind the cab while adopting Cherokee's unibody for the interior. But the new Jeep Comanche 2024 will likely be a little different from its predecessor. Jeep will be designing this new truck with the sole purpose of competing with the Ford Maverick. This means that we might see the American company take a few leaves out of the Maverick playbook. The single cab design will probably make way for a crew cab setup, and the new pickup will likely adopt a few design features from Jeep's popular SUVs. Compass and Renegade are top choices for the compact pickup's platform. This means we can expect a unibody design with Jeep's signature outlook and some throwback to the vintage Comanche. Why is Jeep looking to compete with the Ford Maverick? Before we dive into what other features you could expect, it is important to understand why the company is looking to compete with the Ford Maverick. This will give us a fair idea of what Jeep engineers will have on their minds when reimagining the Jeep Comanche. The Ford Maverick has been a very popular truck since its launch last year. In fact, Ford has been struggling to meet the demand that the Maverick has been able to generate. Buyers will have to wait for months before getting their truck delivered. This means that there's substantial room for other players to step in and attract this share of frustrated prospective buyers. But in order to do so, the new pickup needs to appeal to the same market segment as the Ford Maverick. One reason why the Ford Maverick is so popular is because it specifically targets young urban buyers who want to get a truck for off-roading expeditions. For Jeep, this means that the new truck should be comparable to the Maverick in its brand proposition. Moreover, the Maverick's success also threatens other truck producers. 60% of all of Maverick buyers have bought the Ford brand for the first time in their lives. This number goes up to 80% for the hybrid trims of the truck. The trend is alarming for other automobile manufacturers as it signals serious cannibalization. People are moving to the Ford brand. This means that most of these people would have abandoned their plans to buy another brand in the process. This consumer behavior course can be in no way acceptable to other companies. They need to do something to protect their consumer base. Powertrain. Jeep engineers will be paying special attention to what's under the hood. We expect the company to utilize a combination of engines that it already employs for some of its other vehicles. The turbocharged 1.3-liter four-cylinder engine on the Jeep Renegade is one of the choices that Jeep will be looking at. This engine is powered by 177 horses and can generate 200 pounds of torque. Moreover, the company can also opt for the 2-liter turbocharged inline-4 that it currently offers for the Jeep Compass. This powertrain is a little more capable than the 1.3-liter Renegade engine and can match 200 ponies and produce 221 pounds of torque. We think that the company will offer both of these engines for different trims of the new Jeep Comanche. The 1.3-liter Renegade engine might be the base powertrain as it can help the company bring the cost of production down. For comparison, the hybrid setup on the 2.5-liter four-cylinder on the Maverick's base trim is good for 191 horsepower. The 2-liter four-cylinder turbocharged gasoline engine is powered by 250 horses and can produce up to 277 pounds of torque. This is why we also expect the new compact pickup to offer a hybrid option for buyers, as it wants to compete directly with the Ford Maverick. The 1.3-liter Renegade engine will likely be the foundation of the setup, which will be assisted by an 11.4 kilowatt battery. The hybrid variant of the new pickup will likely match Maverick's 191 horsepower or go slightly beyond the benchmark. Fuel economy. One thing that the Maverick really stands out in is the exceptional fuel economy that it offers. This is very important in the current market, as gas prices are at an all-time high. The hybrid trims of the Maverick can yield up to 42 mpg in the city and 33 mpg in the highways. This is simply phenomenal. Even the non-hybrid trims can manage 23 mpg in the city and 30 mpg on the highways. The new Jeep Comanche will be faced with an uphill struggle in this department. Anything less than these impressive numbers that the Maverick promises is going to disappoint the prospective buyers. Obviously, a hybrid setup might help, and the company might be able to get a rating of 40 mpg or higher in the city for these trims. The 1.3 turbocharged gasoline engine on the Jeep Renegade is rated at 23 mpg in the city and 29 mpg on the highway. The 2-liter engine on the Jeep Compass is more efficient, with the EPA rating of 24 mpg in the city and 32 mpg on the highways. If the new Jeep Comanche manages to retain the fuel economy at the same level for its gasoline-based powertrains, the new compact pickup will give the Maverick a run for its money. Of course, changes in weight and design also factor into fuel efficiency, and simply using the ratings for the Renegade and Compass may not be a 100% accurate proxy. But the real struggle for Jeep will be to match the hybrid ratings for the Ford Maverick. The EPA rating for these trims of Ford Maverick even exceeded Ford's own initial targets. And it is these hybrid variants that have been able to attract most first-time buyers for Ford. Towing capacity. Like most of its other aspects, the Jeep Comanche will be looking to match Maverick on this front too. Ford Maverick can only tow 2,000 pounds for the base hybrid trims. However, this capacity goes up to 4,000 pounds for other gasoline powertrains. We expect the Jeep Comanche to be able to tow somewhere between 2,000 to 2,500 pounds ballpark for the hybrid trim. The towing capacity for the gasoline-based trims can go up to 5,000 pounds. The payload capacity for all trims of the Maverick is at 1,500 pounds. The new Comanche will pack in a similar capability. Overall, we expect the Jeep Comanche to be slightly better than the Maverick in this respect. Of course, it is important to note that most compact pickup buyers do not have high expectations for towing or payload capacity. Having said that, if the Jeep Comanche can manage to offer a slightly better proposition, it can help improve its attractiveness and even justify a higher price tag than that of the Ford Maverick. Design. Although Jeep has previously considered building a Renegade-based single-cab compact pickup truck, this was before the launch of the Ford Maverick. Since the Maverick's debut last year, it has become very clear that most people prefer a single crew cab design in this market segment. This is why we expect the Jeep Comanche 2024 to exclusively offer a crew cab design for all of its trims. However, we cannot rule out a single cab trim, and there is still some possibility that the company will offer it in some shape or form. This is most likely for a more off-roading oriented trim and will be a tribute to the original Comanche. We expect most of the other interior and exterior design to take inspiration from the Jeep Compass. The SUV has been upgraded last year, and the changes have been well received. Both front and rear seats are expected to have plenty of room. Pricing. Affordability is a real concern for most buyers in the compact pickup segment. Many buyers want to look for a price tag that does not exceed the 25 grand ballpark. These concerns have especially come to the forefront due to the prevailing economic situation in America, which has really eroded the buying power for many people. The Ford Maverick has really been able to capitalize on this opportunity by offering prices that are almost too good to be true. The starting MSRP for its base variant is well below the 23 grand mark and creates a more than 3 grand differential with closest competition. Obviously, the starting MSRP for the Maverick Lariat goes well above the 28 grand mark, but we expect the Jeep Comanche 2024 to start with a price tag of 25 grand. This will mean that its starting MSRP will be more or less in the same ballpark as the Hyundai Santa Cruz. While affordability is important to buyers, managing production costs is no easy feat for automobile manufacturers in the current inflationary environment. This is why even the Maverick's base trim might see a price hike for the next model year when the Comanche is hitting the market, which will provide the company with some room on the pricing front. And that's all for today's video. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.